would be standing there being questioned like I'm on trial by somebody's family like that. Popular opinion, but it's my opinion. Let's get into the review. What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Sheridan S. Davis, and I'm back with yet another video. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Firstly, if you are new to this channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Now, as you all may have noticed, I have not been reviewing this show because, first of all, I'm just now getting my channel up and running. And secondly, I don't like to jump in stuff in the middle, but because the review I did of the supposed fight between allegedly Miss Wanda and Melody and Martell and the Scotts, because of how you guys felt about that and you guys enjoyed that review so much, I decided to go ahead and keep it going with the show. So we're going to review Love and Marriage Huntsville and also Love and Marriage DC. Now, I have church all day tomorrow, so I cannot stay up all night with y'all and film Love and Marriage DC. So that's coming after I get out of church tomorrow. Y'all know I'm a church girl. I got a few services. So tomorrow night, y'all should get a Love and Marriage DC review. Cool, cool. Now let's get into Huntsville. Tiffany and Melody are heading to Utah, which initially I thought they were talking about the state of Utah, not backwoods Alabama. But before they go to Utah, Tiffany wants to speak to her adoptive parents to get their blessing on her finding her birth father. I we see her talking to her birth parent, or excuse me, adoptive parents, and I would be interested to know how being adopted by people of what I'm presuming to be another race has impacted or affected her life. After this, we see Marcel and Tisha meet up with Miss Wanda to see her old rusted food truck. Now, pause. I've been seeing everybody's trying to sign this petition to get Miss Wanda removed from the show. Number one, I did see that Martell was talking about Miss Wanda was getting fired or something like that. I don't bit more believe Martell Hope with anything he says ever, let alone this situation with Miss Wanda. Secondly, we do not know what happened between Miss Wanda and Melody. We don't know if she launched at her or what. All we know is we saw Melody running, going, Martell, Martell. So please. Additionally, some of you all were saying that Miss Wanda was talking about Melody's children. That's a bit disingenuous. She was not talking about Sugar Mama. She was questioning Sugar Mama's paternity. Although, I'm sure that is a sore spot. That is not her talking about the child. That is her calling Melody a hoe. All right, let's get back into the review. So I would just want to say, Miss Wanda, I'm like the only person on the internet that's trying to remotely have your back. Please don't serve us no food out of this dingy, dusty, ill, rodent infested truck. Please. I'm hoping she is looking at this as a fixer upper and not something that she sees is usable right now. Oh God. Anyway, Tisha makes a great point in saying that she and Marcel flip homes for a living, so surely they could flip this truck. Great point. But Marcel has lifted up the hood, and I concur with him. He says you cannot have a mobile kitchen if your kitchen ain't mobile, and that's facts, Tisha. Tisha wants to give her mother this money, which is noble, um, but if I were Marcel, I don't know how I would feel about that. Um, to me, unless you guys are planning to be owners, which it sounds like you are not, that is absolutely crazy. If you are Marcel, it is, beautiful and a blessing if you are Tisha. The fact of the matter is, Wanda don't even like Marcel, yet she needs his money. And that's a word for somebody out there watching this video, baby. They might not like you, but they'll need you before you need them. Huh? Come on, pass the offering plate. So anyway, Marceau says basically your mother has posed a threat to our union or has been a nuisance to our marriage. And Tisha says, no, she has not. Now, Tisha, I don't know what show you watching, but if you watching the same show I'm watching, this lady has came to your house, and maybe it's just for the sake of TV, but I don't even play that. Come to your house unannounced to drop negative seeds of discord amongst your family. To me, that is an enemy. I know your mother loves you, but she's not the a biggest fan of your union. And later on in this episode, when I look at your family, I can tell why. Tisha also claps back at Marcel and tells him, well, you was planning on um, going into business with Marcel, a man who started all these rumors by saying the whole 20 women situation. And Tisha, you got a point. But one thing about the two things for sure, Marcel, it's too many Mars in this show, Lord Jesus. Marcel and Tisha, they keep a whole lot of records of wrong. They love, you did this, no, you did that. It's given very much tit for tat and very juvenile. So, next we see Tiffany and Melody, who Melody looks great in this scene. They are driving to Utah with an E. I noticed from the top of the scene that Melody looks rather tired and not so interested. And I'm so sorry, y'all, again for my voice. If y'all watched my last video, y'all know I am under the weather. I hate not being on camera for my reviews because I feel like my facial expressions are a part of the whole experience. But until I feel better, I really don't want to be on camera looking like who did it and what for. Anyway, so Melody looks great, and I noticed from the top of the scene that Melody looks tired and not so interested, but she's there anyhow. And I'm not really sure why Tiffany brought her because Melody don't like you anymore, sis. She has a new pit bull named Stormy, and she don't need you like she used to. Anyway, Tiffany tells us that her biological mother stopped speaking with her after she and the man that she assumed was her dad or was that her mother assumed was her dad tested negative. Tiffany says that it's time to get her IUD taken out, the birth control, and she wants a new baby, but her husband feels like she's too busy for him. So there's no way she could possibly have time for another one. Melody says, "Oh girl, you better listen to what he's saying." Melody, shut up. Shut up, Adultery Junior. Shut up. She right though, but also just shut up. So now, Tiffany, my question to you is, cause you saying you so busy, what you got to do now that you got fired from the chamber? Okay. Side note, when did Melody get her BBL? Cause I know I'm not the only one peeping. I know I'm not the only one peeping. So they go to this place. I don't know if it's a library of Congress, whatever it is. They go to this place and look through the newspapers of 1987 to try and find clues as to who Tiffany's father could possibly be. Now, how they thought they was gonna find this girl daddy by having her mother's last name and her last name alone was gonna work out for them, I have no idea, but I'm gonna watch the show anyway. So as we're watching, Carlos King has turned on this Mississippi Burning music to play in the background and pull our heartstrings as we see the paper advertising Martin Luther King on one page and the Klan on another page. Well, it's really on the same page. Tiffany is a biracial child whose white mother got pregnant with a black man in a time where that was strictly prohibited. It still ain't looked upon as great now. But race plays a big part into why she hasn't found her dad, and I'm low key wondering if her mother knows exactly who her father is, but has distanced herself from all of this because of the trauma she endured while carrying the seed of a black man. Honestly, this rabbit hole goes deep, and it is so sad that Tiffany had to experience this. It's sad that her mother had to experience this, and I wonder what kind of trauma her father had to go through, knowing that he could not be in his daughter's life. And it's the fact that this happened in the 1980s, 1987, just a few years before I was born. Wow. I'm also wondering if her father is actually alive. Could he have been lynched or hurt in some way, shape, form, or fashion? I it's just really sad all the way around. I hope Tiffany is able to find her dad. I honestly don't know that she'll be able to because she doesn't have any information. My prayer is that her mother would be more cooperative so she could learn things about her history and her future. Now, Tiffany is saying that she's astonished basically that all of this was happening in Alabama in 1987, and I'm trying to figure out what Alabama she's talking about because none of this was surprising to me. I watch Mississippi Burning and all them other shows. Alabama? Let me shut up. Let me shut up. So anyway, they run into a barbershop owner across the street, and he said he looked saw a picture of her mother and said he knew her mother back in the day, and she and her friends were always trying to be around black guys. Y'all can't see the way I'm looking right now, and I'm just giving it a side eye. I'm just First of all, do we know if this man know this lady for real? Because he could just be looking and saying that because he see cameras. Number two, um, her wanting to be around black men. Of course, she fetishized black men, but okay, let's just keep going because I don't want to go in on Tiffany Mama, this poor white woman. I don't want to go in on her, but I felt the need to go in right there. Like it was on the tip of my tongue. Go in ism was on the tip of my tongue, but I held it back. Y'all see that? All right, so Tiffany and Mel getting back into the car, and magically Tiffany's red matte lipstick is gone, and then it comes back, and then it's gone, and then come back. Carlos and them, can y'all do a better job with the editing because literally the location and her lipstick was changing. But to God be the glory. So next we see this is the last scene of the episode. Wanda has a soft opening for her business, or I'm calling it that. It's basically a food testing for her family. And so Tisha comes in with her daughters who look like cute versions of Marceau. Tisha's brother, these names, y'all, these names are a lot, but we are in Alabama. Tisha's brother is telling his cousin that he has a baby on the way, and I just need the cousin to take these serving gloves off because I don't watch you hug three people with these same serving gloves and no hairnet, sis. I need you to take it off. I hope you ain't served nobody with them gloves on. Ooh, anyway, we find out that T-Man, Tisha's brother, is divorcing. And he has sis, as he's divorcing, he has sis in the fake Fendi pregnant. So, bottom line is this: these people are a lot. And I would love to see a spinoff with Tisha Marceau and her ghetto family. These people work hard. They love adultery, divorce, and fake labels. And these are all the makings of great reality TV goals. So let's make it happen, Carlos King. Anyway, Bernard, who is Tisha's cousin with the dyed hair, either her cousin or her uncle, whatever he decides to step to Marceau about the things that he said 15 seasons ago on this show about them being from the other side of the tracks. Okay, so survey said that y'all is. Not are, that y'all is. Did Marcel have to point that out? Probably not. But y'all are just looking at things. Um, it might not be from the wrong side, but y'all ain't from the same side of the tracks, okay? And so he tells Marceau that he is a controlling freak, and Marceau corrected him as I was in my head. He meant control freak. He's also accusing Marceau of having too many women, and everyone is just gasping, and they're like, "Oh, he said it, he said it." Marceau says that Tisha is more than enough woman for him, and that's the sweetest thing he has ever said about this woman on this show. Because Marceau, you know, first of all, let me say this: there is no proof that Marceau is cheating on Tisha, and from what I have gathered, do I think Marceau is presently cheating on Tisha? No, I do not. Because if he was, there would be proof out here by now. The internet finds everything. Nobody sleeps. Do I think he has cheated on her in the past and they've decided to move forward? Potentially. I could see that completely being what happened where prior to this show, they know about whatever happened between Tisha and Marcel, that Marcel may have stepped out on his marriage and they decided to work it out. I want to be clear that cheating is not a deal breaker for everyone. For those of you all who are calling Tisha stupid or naive or whatever, the lady is not naive or stupid. She is meek. To me, she is very calculated. Y'all see, Tisha is not leaving this marriage or even going into it as some docile woman. Tisha literally is getting money for her mother a business. She's owns several businesses. She's flipping houses by herself. Tisha has several degrees. She's a great mother. She's a wife. The woman is strong. I hate the picture that some of you all are painting on the internet, but I think it is also Marcel and Tisha's fault for feeding into such things. Tisha is not dumb. She is meek, and so whatever happened in their past, Tisha is not dumb. She's aware of it, and she has either decided to move on for the sake of their children or decided to give him another chance. She does not need to explain that to us, the public. That's just what it is. And until someone finds evidence that that man cheated, I don't think it's okay for people to try to break up a black family. And that is my take. You can have your own take. That is my take concerning Tisha and Marcel. Anyway, Marcel says that Tisha is more than enough woman for him. I told y'all about that. The whole family begins to chime in, including her brother and her mother, asking him questions, throwing out allegations, and I'm just astonished because when did this become okay? I don't know if everybody grew up in two parent households or what. I know that I did. And for me, I'm a Christian. A man and woman are supposed to leave and cleave to each other, leave their family and cleave to each other. I don't think it's ever healthy or okay for a family to be this much involved in a married couple's business, especially y'all, all the adultery that's going on all up and through this family. So it's okay for y'all to cheat, i.e., Miss Wanda with a husband and a boyfriend. It said that one man that was there is Tisha's stepfather. Is that Wanda's husband or her boyfriend? So it's okay for y'all to cheat. Y'all just can't get cheated on. It's okay for T Man to have a wife and a girlfriend, but let me step up for Tisha. Y'all are weird, and I feel like defend your sister, yes, or want to talk to your sister about allegations and stuff that you have seen, but that's your place to talk to Tisha about. That is not your place to confront Marcel about. I can almost see it for Wanda doing that, but y'all as a family, I thought that was too much. That was crossing all type of boundaries, and if it were me, I don't know that I would be speaking to my family because that's just too much, and it's utterly ridiculous. So so Bernard brings up it was a picture on social media. Somebody was alleging that Marcel was in the bed, and literally all you saw on the picture of Marcel supposedly being in a hotel bed with a stranger or a mistress was Marcel's head and shoulder. We don't even know if it was Marcel. Like, it's literally the back of the head and the shoulder. And so Marcel says, "You want to see my back? Like, what?" And Bernard says to him, "He looks like a penguin. He's seen enough." That was the funniest thing that man with that yellowish white beard said. So, Marceau is, while Tisha's cousins are trying to, figure out what's what and why can't you answer us straight out? You're answering us with a question. And Marceau said, "If I was cheating, do you think I would say I was cheating?" And they're like, "No." He like, "Exactly. So why y'all keep asking me?" And that was a great point. He's not going to tell y'all, "Yes, I'm cheating on your cousin." So keep your questions for Tisha. Have her back. Send her lawyer information. Ask her, do she want you to babysit while y'all go slash the tires, slash Marcel's tires, stuff like that. Y'all got to be on Tisha's side, okay? And so He says the only way for them to know he's not lying is if they do a smell test. And my stomach immediately dropped. Marceau, that was disgusting of you to say. And I would have punched you in your face for even insinuating that I'm gonna smell your little nasty dangalang. Anyway, thank y'all so much for tuning in. This episode was a lot. I actually thought I would only care about Marceau and Tisha's part with their family, but I'm very interested in knowing what's going on with Tisha and her family. Y'all know who I'm not caring too much about? Kimmy and Maurice. I used to love me some Kimmy, but this season she has been a little too messy for me, and I've been noticing that she's not in as many episodes as she used to be in, her and Maurice. So I don't know. We'll see what else is going on with that. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And next time y'all see me, I'll be a little bit more upbeat because I'm praying and believing to God and the Lord, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, that I'll be feeling better soon. I love y'all and thank y'all so much for watching. Good night.